Hello, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about in electric potential and capacitance. Part 1 is completed. Then we can go through the part 2, that is simply we are focusing on the capacitors. First of all, what is the capacitance? The ability to store the electric charge is called the capacitance, and the device is called the capacitor. And what is the unit for capacitance? Farad. But always we can go through the either microfarad or picofarad. Micro means 10 power minus 6 and pico means 10 to the power of minus 12. Then what is the formula for capacitance? Look here. See, capacitance is nothing but from where you are getting capacitance is represented by C. See, potential is directly proportional to charge. Our charge is directly proportional to potential. Then when we are taking Q is directly proportional to V, here we are getting one constant C. Even you are taking here also, but you can take the C is this side. So here C is called the capacitance. Unit is the farad. Unit is the farad. And 1 microfarad means 10 to the power of minus 6 farad. 2 picofarad means 2 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farads. So you must remember this. This is about the capacitors. But already you know that in previous topic, potential, what is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. But from this, instead of Q, what we are writing here, then how to get the expression for capacitance? C equals to Q by V. So Q by, what we are taking, instead of V, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Q cancel. C equals to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. This is the formula for capacitance. Here I have given two formulas. One is C equals to Q by V. When you know the charge and potential, we can go through this. Another one is 1 by only 4 pi epsilon naught into R. That depends on the radius of this one and distance also we should consider here. Then we do one problem. If Q equals to 10 microcoulombs and V equals to 20 volts, then how to find out the capacitance here? C equals to Q by V we are taking. So instead of Q, 10 by 20, answer is 0.5. But microcoulombs means here you are getting microfarads. Microfarads. Then I want to share with you one topic also. See, n number of small drops are there. N number of small drops are there, identical. Each one radius is R. These are combined and it gives a big drop. This radius we should consider R. Then how can you give the relation between small r and capital R here? In both the cases volume is same. Here volume is n into spherical shape means 4/3 pi r cube. This is 4/3 pi r cube. After simplification, what we are getting? N r cube equals to r cube. Okay, then r equals to n to the power of 1 by 3 into r. Relation between small drop and big drop. Why we are using this one? In the case of capacitance, in the case of charge, and in the case of potential also we are using this one. Suppose here each one charge is how much? Q. Then small drops, how many drops are there? NQ is there. So each one drop is Q. When these are combined, n number of drops, then total charge is how much? N into Q. Like that in the case of capacitance. See, capacitance is directly proportional to distance or radius here. See, C equals to how many? Each one capacitance we are taking C, but n number of means what we are taking, this is directly proportional to R means. So C equals to, but the C equals to Q by V formula is there. First of all, we can go through the potential also. V equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So V is directly proportional to Q and inversely proportional to R. For big drop, what we are taking, this is for small we should consider. Then what we are getting big drop, you can get it instead of Q, NQ by capital R. Instead of capital R, n to the power of 1 by 3 into R. Then after simplification, V big drop is directly proportional to, here the Q by R we are writing V only, small drop, n by n power 1 minus 3. 1 by 3 means 1 minus 1 by 3 is how much? 2 by 3, n to the power of 2 by 3. See, like that we can find out the potential. Then capacitance. Capacitance, what is the formula? C equals to, first one is we can directly proportional to small r. Then second one, what we are taking, C dash equals to, instead of capital R, what we are taking, n to the power of 1 by 3 into r. So like that we can go through the, based on the radius we can find out. Suppose here n value is 8, and number of drops are 8. Then what is the big drop capacitance? You can take it instead of 8, 2 cube. 3 and cancel, 2 square is how much? 4 times of that initial potential. If the charge is initially 2 coulombs, then 10 identical drops are combined. Then what is the total charge? 10 into 10, 100 coulombs. Like that we should calculate when you know the relation between, this is the radius between small r, small drop and big drop. And this is in terms of big drop equals to n to the power of 2 by 3 times of that small one. And capacitance also we can take it. Then we are going through the, what is the principle of capacitor? What is the principle of capacitor? In that principle, how to increase the charge? We know that the ability to store the electric charge is called the capacitance. You are taking one positively charged body or negatively charged body, place it to the neutral body. Neutral means number of positive charges equals to number of negative charges. So this is attracted by the positive charge, means here negative charges, here positive charges. This side I am giving to earth connection. But two things you should observe. These negative charges try to decrease the potential, positive charges try to increase the potential. But capacitance, what is the formula? C equals to Q by V. It is inversely proportional to the potential. Anyway, here this positive charge is away from this, means we can observe that the potential is decreasing. Then automatically we can increase the capacitance. This only, what do you say? Principle of capacitor. When we are giving earth connection, we can observe only the effect of negative charge. It is reducing more of that potential. Then you can able to store more charge. So this is called the principle of capacitor. Then we are going through the parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor. Here many formulas are included. See, this is giving to positive, this is giving to negative, area of the plate is A, and the distance or gap between this is the T. Here the expression is C equals to A into epsilon naught by T. Means C is directly proportional to area, C is inversely proportional to distance. When you are increasing the area, capacitance also increases. Suppose you are increasing to twice of that area, means capacitance also increases to twice. If the distance is decreasing, but automatically capacitance is increasing, because both are inversely proportional to each other. Then second case, look here, this is you fill with one dielectric like glass or mica, some wood like that. This dielectric constant is K. So then immediately you are getting that is increased to how many times? K times. Then instead of C, already you know that A into epsilon naught by T. Then one more case you can take it. Suppose this is one capacitor, it is giving to positive, it is giving to negative charge. Only instead of that entire gap, you can fill only little bit. The thickness is T and the dielectric constant is K. Here what is the capacitance? C dash equals to A into epsilon naught by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. This is the formula, you can take it. This is the thickness, this is the gap between the two plates. Then easily you can able to do the calculations. One problem also we are doing here. If K equals to 2, no unit because it is the constant. A is the 4 meters square. Then D is the 8.85 centimeters. D is the 8.85 centimeters. Then here how to find out the capacitance? C equals to K into A into epsilon naught by T. 2 into 4 into 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. Distance is the 8.85 into centimeters. We should convert into meters. Then after simplification here minus 10. Just for understanding I am giving this model. Finally our answer is how much? 8 into 10 to the power of minus 10. It should be right 800 picofarads also. 800 means here 10 power minus 12 we are taking, then easily we can able to do this one. Suppose then one more problem we are doing here. Same like that. When the thickness you know that 2 centimeters, D is the 8 centimeters. So suddenly we are taking here same thing but thickness we are taking like 1 centimeter. Then how to find out this one? C dash equals to, instead of A, 4 into epsilon naught is how much? 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12. A into epsilon naught by D. D is how much? D is 8.85 centimeters. 8.85 into 10 power minus 2. But here you must take this formula. Okay? Minus T is 1 centimeter means 10 power minus 2. 1 minus 1 by K is how much? 2. After simplification, even instead of entire gap we are taking a little bit of the gap also, we can find out the capacitance in that case. Not only this one, look here. This is one capacitor, different cases are coming. Observe carefully. This is the crash course, that's why I am explaining little bit fast. Try to understand this one. This is giving to the positive of the battery and this is giving to the negative of the battery. See, half of the area I am giving the dielectric constant K1 and this is the K2. Here area is reduced to A by 2, this is A by 2. In this case, resultant dielectric constant is K1 plus K2 by 2. Just to remember this formula. Like that, if you are taking and half of the distance D by 2, we are taking dielectric constant K1, this is the K2. Then here resultant, this one is 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. So like that we can apply that including dielectric material. And if there is no dielectric, how to find out the capacitance? You should follow these many formulas. Then we can go through the series and parallel combination of capacitance. Series and parallel. Series means what is the equivalent capacitance? 1 by C equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, like that. Look here, first of all, what is the series combination? Series combination of capacitance. Here, see, this is the C1, this is the C2, this is the C3. Like that you are taking n number of capacitors. This first and last second one is we are giving to the battery connection. Here potential is variable, but which is constant? Charge is the constant. Almost you must remember that V is variable and Q is constant. Q is constant. You can take capital Q or small q, your wish. But equivalent capacitance is, we can take it 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus and so on 1 by Cn. Suppose only two are there, like that, C1 and C2 both are connecting to the, like that. Here what is the effective this one? Simply you should remember that C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. Suppose this is the 4 microfarads and this is the 5 microfarads. Here effective capacitance is how much? 4 into 5 by 9 you are taking. 20 by 9 farads you can take it. Like that. Suppose n number of all, you are taking n number of identical capacitors. Then equivalent capacitance. This is series means I am taking with S. Then easily you can understand. Then that is C by N. Suppose we are taking 20. Each capacitance is the 20 microfarads. Like that we are taking 10 capacitors. That too we are connecting in series. Then what is the equivalent capacitance? 20 by 10. So we are getting equivalent capacitance is only 2 microfarads. This is about the series combination. Like that parallel means see C1, C2, like that Cn. All first plates are giving to the one terminal of the battery. All second terminals are giving to the another terminal of the battery. This is the positive, this is the negative. Here effective capacitance is C1 plus C2 plus and so on Cn. Suppose n number of identical capacitors. identical capacitors. What we are getting? Cp equals to n times of this C. Suppose we are taking Cs by Cp of n number of identical capacitors. Instead of Cs, C by n, and this is the n into C. Then after simplification, we are getting 1 by n square. This is the ratio of series combination by parallel combination. Then there are different cases are there. Look here, one circuit diagram I am explaining to you. This is C, 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 like that. Find the capacitance between A and B. Like that we are giving the connection. See, by looking these are like a series, but you look here, suppose the potential difference is VA, VB. This connection is here VA, here also VA, and here this is VB. Same connection go through the VB here. Now you look, what is the potential difference across the first one? VAB, and here also VAB, here also VAB. So simply you can say this here, potential is constant. Potential is constant means immediately what do you say? What do you say? This is the parallel combination. We can draw like this. Looking is like series, but when we can go through the formula and all this, these two are connected in parallel. Effective capacitance is C plus C plus C is the 3C. Like that we can find out. Not only this one, suppose you are taking simple I am saying, but later you have to do many like complicated circuits also. This is positive and this is the negative. C, C, C. These two are in parallel. 2C. Now 2C and C both are in series. Immediately you can go through the effective capacitance. How much? 2C into C by 3C. Answer is 2C3 by 2. Like that. So whenever parallel is there means charge is dividing. Look here. Here charge is dividing. Here in this case charge is dividing. And here also charge is dividing. All are in parallel. If potential is constant also, that is parallel. If potential is variable, look here this case. Here potential is different, here potential is different. So this type of combination is called the series combination. First we should identify is it series or parallel combination. Then we are going through the energy stored in a capacitor. See, as usual this is the positive and this is the negative. Energy stored means the formula is half CV square equals to Q square by 2C and half QV also you can take it. There are different formulas. See, you know that the base is coming what? Q equals to C or C equals to Q by V. So in this case half CV square. Instead of V, if you are writing suppose you know only this one, half CV square. Why we want to express this is in terms of charge. So half into C into, instead of V, what we are taking Q by C. Q by C whole square. Then after simplification, half into Q square by C. This is the relation between these two. Half CV square in terms of capacitance and potential. In terms of charge and capacitance. And one more is 1 by 2 into, instead of C, we are taking Q by V. Q by V, and this is the V square. This one cancel. We are getting half QV. In terms of charge and potential, in terms of charge and capacitance, in terms of capacitance and potential. Anything we can use. But in this case, one different thing is coming. Suppose we are filling the dielectric and continue the battery connections. Then capacitance is increased to K times. Charge is increased to K times. Q dash equals to K into Q. And energy also increased to K times, half C V square. Then second one, disconnect the battery. Disconnect the battery. Then what happens? No change in the charge. V dash equals to V by K. C dash equals to, here also it is increased to K times. But what about the potential? U dash equals to U by K. Simply you are getting half CV square by K like that. So this is when we are disconnecting, this is when we should continue this. So all these belongs to capacitance. I hope I have completed all the formulas from the capacitance and you should practice more. And already I have given previous MSET problems from the electric and potential electric potential and capacitance, you should follow through that video. You will get more confidence how to do the problems also. And one more thing I want to share with you, many people are confusing how to follow the crash course, and freely I am giving the coaching and you can utilize in this moment. So when you are subscribing my channel, you are getting the playlist. In that playlist clearly I have given that physics crash course 2022. Already I have made 19 videos on that, and this is the 20, and I have completed 7 chapters. In these 7 chapters, all are big chapters. You can expect 10 to 12 questions from that. So better you should subscribe, then you will get clarity on that, and follow my videos and share with your friends. Then it is benefit and boosting for me. I will make more videos. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe my channel.